Just outside of Palmer is a very special piece of land. Scott Walther, a commercial fisherman and entrepreneur, has owned it since 1995. Over the years, he and his wife Ann have put together a lifestyle they wouldn't trade for anything.
So when I was first out here, I talked to some of the old-timers that lives around here, and they talk about coming down here in one day, getting all the salmon that they needed for a whole winter. These streams used to be absolutely choked from Palmer to Sutton to Willow, and that's just not happening now.
So Scott has decided to do something about that. But saving salmon wasn't part of his original plan.
Well, I started out knowing that they were going to build this ski resort right over here, and I thought this would be a great place to build 50 cabins. So when I started to do my 50 cabin development, and I had the various biologists out here from the agencies, that's when I started realizing from them that this was a very unique, this was the main king salmon nursery for the whole Little Sioux. So once I realized that, I abandoned the cabin idea and really got into this needed to be preserved. And this not only preserved temporarily, but in perpetuity.
Although Scott had commercial fished for 30 years, he really didn't know much about ideal conditions for salmon spawning. But when he decided to preserve over 170 acres of his land, he got to be quite the expert. In fact, he became a kingmaker.
When people come in and they own a piece of the Little Sioux or a back channel of it, and they decide that they're going to straighten it or adjust it, they don't really realize what they're doing. Just a little bit of silt at a critical time when the fry are in there, this silt is the fry's worst enemy. The silt's going to come down as these little fry are trying to breathe through their undeveloped gills. It's going to scar their gills, eliminate their ability to process oxygen, and they'll drown. Removing all the brush so that you can get to the water causes erosion. People don't understand that just a little tiny bit of bank erosion or impact can cause this. And depending on what time of the year that is, what the flow is, that silt can have an impact 1,000 feet downstream. There's so many things that happen with just a tiny little bit of impact, and private landowners need to understand that.
Learn how to become a kingmaker from taking small actions on your property to placing land in a conservation easement. For more information, call 907-746-6406.
This easement is going to guarantee that this property is not damaged environmentally forever. And that is a legacy, if I can use that term, that I'm proud of.